Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry. We have a lot of work to do. I say that in a lot of episodes for a lot of games I play because there's always a lot of work to do. So let's dive in. Let's get to it. I have to. I'm gonna have to look at the farming stuff closer on the fertility. I intentionally haven't spent much time on that. What we really need to focus on right now, assuming our food holds up, which I think it will with these two farms, is getting organized on the maintenance, right? That's what's holding us back. Pretty darn common. Let's start doing that. We want to make use of this blast furnace, producing iron to do our mechanical parts, and then we want to pump that into new assemblies. These ones are kind of in the way of what I want to do. So we can either create a new smelting setup and do that up here, which isn't as bad as it sounds. Let's check a look at the resource. I'm just considering this now as I mention it. Or iron. Don't want to encroach on that area too much. This area, we do want to kind of branch out to the left to do construction parts. We could do maintenance in a whole different area. Let's just take a look real quick. We know we need the mechanical parts. That's just iron plates. And electronics we're shipping in from elsewhere. So we could do it down here even and start making use of this land. Once this land bridge is done, we may take the slag and rock that we're getting from mining and maybe start filling out this area. Expand our buildable land. But we could do another setup right here. That might be a good way to go. And then eventually we'll just scrap this. Because like I said, I kind of want to use this space here for construction part 2s and then maybe even eventually construction part 3s. We'll see how things play out. I haven't thought too far ahead on that. How's wood doing? Horrible. Trucking is stable. Let me add another truck to our wood harvester if we can find where that truck is. I'll turn off the resource overlay. Oh, we had that guy. We can do it by looking at the trucks, right? If I hover over this guy, will it take me to him? It does. I just have to click. And, well, he's got 4 trucks assigned already. But he's far away. Let's give him another one. Hopefully we can recover on wood and get by with just one of these guys. It's clear he's going to be waiting on a truck right after this. Yeah, let's think about a new blast furnace. Boom. Doesn't have to be real big of a setup. I think we can maybe even cheat into this area a little bit. Let's just get on it. Let's get on it. There's a blast furnace. We want 2 metal casters. Again, we're doing iron plates here. Not a big deal. That's fine for you. Shift and shift. Let's get the molten channels. Done this before a couple times. Will you not go? What am I missing? This is connected up no problem several times. I picked the wrong thing. Molten channel. You. Okay, transport selected position was not found. What is going on with that? Oh, I started at the wrong spot. Or did I? What's going on here? What's going on here? That looked like that was right. What am I doing wrong? I have to be... Yeah, I have to be further back. Oh man, that makes 0 sense, right? We were a little bit further back. 1, 2, 3 away. What are we, 2 away here? It won't go. Why is that? Man, that seems super strange. Oh, my snapping's turned off. Okay. We solved it. We solved it. Brilliant sleuthing by Glidercat. Yeah, that's odd, but makes sense, I guess. The if you didn't see what we had happen there, I'll show you here in a second. Let's get a storage for the slag, and then I can show you what happened if it's not obvious. It wasn't obvious to me, obviously. Unintended. Okay, let's do the belt this time. U-shaped conveyor to get the slag out. Snaps in nice, right? But if I hit R, which is handy in all kinds of situations, then it's intentionally not going to snap. Except for here. Now I'm confused. Oh, unless you're coming straight in, maybe. Whatever. Moral of the story is, if you want to snap, make sure that the R key isn't pressed and toggled. There we go. We want this guy to store slag. Let's keep it moving. And over here we have exhaust. Smokestack. We're going to tear down that other iron processing, and we're doing this just because it's a better location and a little more permanent, I think. Here's our exhaust. That's all good. Our recipe is selected. We got 2 of them because sometimes iron scrap comes in from either our ship exploring or maybe even the refugees could bring it in, though I think we've only gotten it from the ship. Anyway, we'll be prepared either way. Now we want storage for kind of like this situation here. We want storage for the ore and storage for coal. Just mimic that, except we'll might change which is which side is which. The loose storage here, we can scale this up and add more if we want later. This will be our iron. This will be our coal. These are currently going to be trucked over here. U-shaped conveyors for these. That one did the same thing that did a couple times ago. One requires an extra click to conform, apparently. Iron ore here. And this is going to be our coal. That is going to produce plates. Those plates, we're going to get 24 per minute. We want to feed those into assemblers. We're going to go cheapy style, no electricity. Slower production, most likely, right? Yeah, we get 12 iron plate. We get 12 mechanical components every 60 seconds. This one's only going to give us half of that, but it doesn't take any electricity. So I'm going to err on that side initially. And I'll take the slower production. It looks like we can do 3 of these and maybe have room to boost. We'll have some surplus iron plates. We could put those into storage. But we need 3 of these. So where do we want to do this? What about we're going to have maintenance buildings too, so I'm just thinking where I want my inputs and outputs. I think I'm going to do... What else do we have? And there's just 1 input, so we're not stacking conveyors or anything like that. This may be good enough. Can I get 3 in a row here? Let's try it. Shift 1, 2, 3. There's still room for trucks to get around. I like it. And we can run the belt. And this is all about solving our maintenance problems. That's what we're doing. Trying to address. This is my input belt. Only input belt, I think. That's all these guys need. Try to remember to hook this one up. I often forget. Let's set the recipe for mechanical parts. You. sure there's some kind of cut and paste we could have done. Oh, here it is. Yeah, the copy settings. We've done that before. Use the little eyedropper there. Okay, now we want to feed these in along with imported electronic parts for the maintenance depot. Where might you be? This guy. All right, needs the mechanical parts and needs electronics. So we're going to have stacked belts. And this, we get 6 per. And this guy wants 6 per, so it'll be a 3 to 3. We can actually feed these into each other. There's reasons not to do that, to go directly. I think we'll have an output belt here, and I'm just wondering if I'm going to loop it around. I might. But we're going to need 3 of these. These are a little chunkier, huh? A little bit bigger. Got room over there for maybe bringing the electronics in. Just thinking on belt placement and stuff here. These don't need to output anything either. What about do something like this? Trying to be semi-compact. We could try it. Let's try it. Be something like 1, 2. Show you where we're going. Those are nice and tight up next to each other. Let's get our output belt and these mechanical parts going. What are we doing on construction parts? We're doing better. We got 68 construction part 2s. We're starting to get automated on the critical things. This is our input belt. We're going to have a stacked belt here, so I guess whenever I do stacked belts, I'm going to leave 4 blank spaces. That seems to work reliably. You can come all the way down, actually all the way down. Boom. Boom. Those are mechanical parts coming in. These guys up. Is there a more compact way to do this? I don't think so. I think it's impossible. No, actually, I'm sure there's a more compact way to do it, but I kind of like this aesthetic, so that's what I'm going with. Storage. Unit storage here. This can grow up that way a little bit, and we can go pretty snugly close to this stuff we want. This is going to hold the electronic parts that we're going to import by truck, and it's going to feed a stacked belt here. And I want 2 of these, I think, to start out with. 1, 2. Boom. That's going to be imported electronics. Artesian imported electronics. And then we want to run a belt on top of that one. We might actually pull from the far output. Maybe that will help us climb. 1 might be as high as we need to go. I'll still take from that side. It might look nice. That one. Boy, 1 click and it wants to kind of do crazy things. Now this is where we do want to hit the R key. Boom. That puts us back on track. Won't try to snap to something close. Now R key back. We do want it to snap. That's the second input. Ooh, I should have done the bottom ones first. All right, we'll get them. These are, again, imported electronic parts coming in, and then the bottom belt is the mechanical parts that we're building locally. Need to probably go down, maybe? Select that block. Bring you in. You in. Easy peasy. Bunch more construction parts and a bunch of workers we don't have. They're chewing through the food. Little piggies. Unity's doing good. Rubber is not, so let's fix this guy. Keep that working. We have a good supply of diesel there. Coal is a huge problem. Continuing to be a huge problem. See what's going on here. We have an excavator that needs what? No compatible truck. All excavator has no compatible truck. He's waiting to unload dirt. I've got all these trucks saying, hey, you wanted us to save the dirt, right, boss? And now they're not going to do anything. Let's see, because our dirt storage is full. How are we doing on dirt over here? This is full too. If there was a place we wanted to stock up on the dirt, it would probably be here at the brickworks. Don't want to really dump it in the ocean yet, because it's going to be useful to us. Let's see if we can speed build a couple storages for that. How are we doing on construction parts? 28. Don't have enough. Quick deliver. How about high priority? The temporary solution. We probably need to dump some of that dirt. Probably being a little, I'm probably hoarding too much. Probably not the end of the world if we dump some of it into the water. Oh man, I hate to do it, because I know we're going to need it later. We're going to want to kind of generate farmland, but there is a ton of dirt, right? We have a huge space here. Use it for bricks. Huge problems here. Mostly coal. A little bit of a worker shortage. We're down 10 workers. Food has climbed a little. These brickworks are waiting on coal. Let's, shoot. Want to get rid of this and free up the workers. These guys are waiting on coal anyway. Let's turn these off. Let's free up the workers. And maybe they'll go where they're needed. Or where there is actually supply. Coal's an issue. Trucks are backed up. Could fix it quickly by coming here and saying allow dirt. That will set all these trucks in motion. And they'll dump that dirt at the local dump site here. And that'll get our coal back up and running. That's kind of stalling everything out. Down it goes, this precious dirt into the ocean. But that quickly got us back up and running. We can disable dirt later. Here's our excavators. The one problem, or a problem among many, is they're all working down here. I probably should have set up another mine tower that some excavators stayed working up here. In fact, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. I'd like to get somebody to level all this off. It's going to take another mine control tower. These are 20 construction parts. We have 0. All because coal. But these guys, they look like they're getting ready to have coal. This guy says he's empty, but it looks like there's dirt in there. What'd you get? He has coal. These guys, just to remind you, if we look at the mining designation, they're kind of digging down. Level 5. Yes, we could go deeper even. Then start to level out and harvest all this coal pretty soon, including this above surface coal. There could be cave-ins and landslides. We're probably going to experience some pain, because I learned the mechanics in this latest release and get, you know, remember things I've forgotten. This guy has no vehicles. That's the problem for him. Get that scaled up. Trucking says it's stable. 2 might be enough for this one excavator. We'll see. And I'm wondering if it makes sense for us to have a coal here, a coal storage, if that would have these guys leave full all the time. There is a setting for that, where we can tell all our trucks to only leave when they're full. Might not be a bad time to actually kick that in. It could cause problems, like if we only had a tiny bit of rubber and they couldn't. Oh man, kind of like now. Tons of fuel. Coal's our problem. We just unburdened about 6 trucks. But these guys aren't hitting pure coal. They're hitting some dirt too. Let's keep these trucks repaired. Unity is climbing. Research is kind of moving along. Settlement water. We have a bunch of construction underway for the maintenance, right? We're just kind of waiting on that to develop. Kind of waiting on coal too. Everybody's really waiting on coal, so that's why we're focused on that moment. Let's monitor this effort a bit. Guys are able to dump their dirt local. This will help. We're going to expand our land here, and then this guy is setting out to flatten this whole area. Guy can dump his dirt local. Oh man, I hate to give up all that nice dirt, but we've got plenty. And like I said earlier, I think we can actually make it down the road from farm products. I could be mistaken on that. I could be mistaken, but I think there is a way to end up with dirt. Definitely want to see these coal bins. That's what I'm monitoring right now. Coal power is okay, I guess. We can repair these diesel generators so we don't get in trouble. Diesel supply looks okay. Like we're still short one worker on a pump jack over here. Something just shut down because we have more workers now all of a sudden. Guys, waiting on rubber. Again, coal is our issue. Everybody's thirsty for coal. Throw more trucks and excavators over here. But this mining designation is only 2 wide. I don't think I can get more over here unless I widen it, which I could do. Could do that. Maybe we should do that. Let's do it. We'll widen this guy out. You can even take it a little further. Hopefully we won't hit like the water table or something and flood out. And then we might even have an extra excavator. Do we? No. But we have so much dirt. Let's take somebody off of this. Minus and take off a bunch of trucks. Free those up and let's get them working over here on the coal effort. We're going to produce a bunch of dirt as a side product anyway. Let's add an excavator. Let's add some more trucks. 3 more. These guys, do they still not have a place to... No, they're waiting to be loaded, I guess. We'll send a 3rd excavator over here. They are able to dump the dirt. We're going to get a nice new section of land here that we can eventually build on and expand. Once we get this level 1, we can set up a new build designation to put dirt to take us up to level 2, and then expand this out to level 1 with all the rock and slag from our smelting operation. Okay, settlement water just got unlocked. Don't really have workers for it. We could take a look. Let's see what that's all about. Waiting for things to build, really, right now. A water facility provides fresh water to the attached settlement and returns wastewater that needs to be disposed of. Providing fresh water to a settlement generates extra unity and reduces the health risks. 40 construction part 2s. we're going to have a big water pipeline that's going to have to feed these farms once we upgrade them. Food's at 53 months. We're holding steady. We'll see. We could be in trouble. We do have fertilizer cycles in here. And again, I do have to look closer at this. I haven't spent much time. Where might we want to route water? We've got a huge water reservoir right underneath us here, so we need room for pumps. We could... Let's see. Are we going to expand our settlement out? Like we could almost do 2 and still get trucks through here, right? Just trying to plan for the future here, where we would want to snap on that water service. Now, it's not how much do these cost, the water facility. 40 construction part 2s. If we had to put one in temporarily and then rip it out, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But I'm kind of thinking it'd be nice to have it like way over here so we can dump out the wastewater into the ocean for now. But it would require building a bunch of extra housing. This doesn't take anybody to run it. It just takes construction parts. Man, yeah, that coal is killing us. Killing us on construction part 1s because we can't get the... Well, we have the plates. What's going on here? Missing an input. Bricks. Can't get the bricks we need because of coal. Getting some water here. Think about the water service. It's not urgent. Coal, however, is. I'm going to keep looking at this. See what we can do. We want to keep everybody running. I think that's a truck that needs repair. Boom. Unity's climbing, so we're in good shape there. Nothing we can do on the map yet. These guys are all waiting to be loaded. Kind of odd. This guy doesn't look like he's going to hit coal anytime soon. We've only got 1 excavator on there. If we look at the map here. Yeah, in fact, this whole area he's mining is not going to hit probably any coal. That's okay. I still want to level this off. We'll let these 3 excavators focus on the coal. Got a lot of trucks. Excavators are moving nonstop. I like that. But man, this is holding up pretty much everything. We're getting a lot of dirt as we dig down. We are getting some coal. Like I said, I could set up another mine tower or reallocate this guy to do the surface stuff. Why don't we do that? Let's set up this guy's mine control tower over here. And it looks like we need a mine designation anyway to set him over there. And then we'll do mining designation for flat just to take up the surface coal. We have it already designated over here. So this guy will at least start getting us 100% coal. Should. And then these guys should be getting more and more coal as we get deep under this dirt layer. Should be in good shape. It's weird that these partially loaded trucks just kind of sit here. Pickup cannot deliver dirt, no valid destination. These guys, we have to say you can deliver dirt to. Dirt can be dumped there. Oh, that's a different designation. That doesn't make sense. Why wouldn't that work? We just changed the dump area. Okay, let's edit this guy. And make this... Boy, I don't think they're going to let us go to the dump area. We'll try. Oh, maybe we can. Okay, now they should be happy. The truck should be happy again. To dump the dirt. Like we're seeing that now. Keep these trucks moving and keep the excavators moving. This guy is waiting. He's got a little tiny bit of dirt. Waiting for trucks to come back. I think. Yeah, he's got 2 trucks. They must be taking the dirt all the way back to like the brick factory or something. Just focused on this. I want to make sure these guys keep moving. What are we doing over here? Not great. Not great. Coal is our issue. Food's climbing. I'm okay with that. That's good. Rubber's waiting on coal as well. Everybody's waiting on coal. Let's see. There's some more things we could do to speed this up. But man, it looks like they're getting into where the good stuff is. We get our tree harvester for one thing. Yeah, this is already all marked. Get those out of the way. Yeah, some of these trucks are taking... Oh, coal. That's good. You can take coal. You can take coal. This is all going to help. Coal. That's all going to help. This is all waiting on construction parts. All because of our iron production's pretty much shut down for lack of coal. Let's shut this down. I'm going to shut this smelter down and these guys. Metal caster. Because this is all trucking based. And it might starve these out from plates. But I've got a big supply here. This one's all trucking based, and we have this much better, all belts. So let's prioritize this guy's supplying things over here, particularly the coal. In fact, I could put another storage down here for the iron. What are we doing on wood? Wood's looking really good. Probably because everything else is starved out. We're getting a few little meager bricks making their way across. Or dirt. Don't know where to dump it. Or no, iron ore. That's fine. Yeah. Coal is causing a big ripple effect. Keep these trucks repaired. They are starting to dip into the coal. This guy's unloading coal. We should see recovery on this. Tell you what, let's wrap this one here. I may let it run for a little bit before next episode. I think we're going to recover. I think this is going to solve itself. Again, food's looking good. We do have some spare workers. Diesel looks good. Our oil supply, I think, is secure. Let's look at that real quick and just make sure I'm not speaking untruths. Yeah, we're still only 15% tapped into our oil reserves here. We've got plenty of diesel, so I'm just letting these things break down and run sporadically because we're not desperate for diesel. We'll spend Unity to boost these, fix these things when we need to. But see that one just kicked down again? I didn't need to do anything. Once our diesel supply gets really low, we'll be on this with Unity and kind of doing our hand maintenance. We're maintaining those things by hand. Rubber is a problem. It's waiting on coal. This is, everything is. Rubber is the maintenance. But yeah, these guys seem to be dipping a lot more into this coal deposit. Hopefully, that guy's got dirt now, just as I say it. We seem to have somewhat abundant trucking, although this guy's waiting. Let's add another truck or 2. Trucking is stable. I'm going to add 2 more to this operation because they have such a long way to drive. Really want these excavators going 24/7 if we can help it. Fortunately, they're not having to drive to refuel. This one could use another truck. Yeah, let's wrap this one here. Like I said, I may leave it run a little bit. We got a lot of stuff that needs to be built. In the next episode, hopefully, we can see this maintenance automation up and running. But again, Cole's holding everything up. Yeah, we've got storage set up for electronics. We're making electronics. Again, another resource waiting on Cole. What did that guy just deliver, by the way? Oh, he may have picked up plates or something. Not sure what he just did. But yeah, we're all set up here. Got a lot of extra workers that can't do anything because they're waiting on materials. But we'll get to it next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this series. Captain of Industry. One of my favoriteest games of them all. We're getting there. Yeah, very cool. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next episode.